sight to see. I'm alive, guys. Whew. Yeah, I think since, well, not I think. Since my last video, I know, I'm sorry. There's a lot of stuff that's going on that I wish I could share with you guys, but there's some stuff in the works. TBA. But we're still here. We still been holding ourselves accountable. Last Friday, apparently your boy's a runner now. No, I'm kidding. We did a run, believe it or not. I swear to God, it was a 3 mile run. Now, when I say run, I mean like it's like you know what I'm saying, right? I'm in a constant moving pace. Now, I'm not like Usain Bolt in it, no, but for the most part, kind of like a marathon type of beat. So it was like half a mile one way, half a mile the back. Uh, I don't know what it was, but like I had like so much doubts. I mean, I knew that if I was at least, going like I knew I could at least do this, right? I like to think that I could keep a steady pace for a pretty long time. And I mean, granted, like if you work out, trust me, from a first, like how do you say this? Like from someone who's actually done it. You know what I'm saying? If you go to the gym, let's just say you do shit for cardio, you just do treadmill or stairs, whatever, just nothing like running out on the fucking trail, you got that. You could do it. If you're in the gym and you're lifting and you're just constantly disciplined, you would be surprised on, what you can do. And well, I faced that last Friday. I was pushed and I did it and I'm alive. So, this big guy can move for a long time. Anyways. So we have it's kind of like a full body, a little bit of a full body. The workouts have kind of been a little bit all over the place, if you guys haven't noticed, but for the most part, it's been more of like a kind of, not going by the groove, but more so like, kind of like what I'm feeling. So some days I'll be like, I'm trying to do legs, some days I'm trying to do full body, some days I'm trying to do cardio. Obviously there's a bit of like a, sort of like, structure to this that I constantly do, but yeah. That's kind of what we're on right now. RDLs, 60s. Let's knock them out. All right. Today I'm gonna try to make it as quick as possible. I may just include maybe like 2 clips of overall workouts. I think with the descriptions, I might take advantage of that. And I recently, again on my gram, for this past week, since I haven't been uploading, I have been posting a lot on my gram. And if you guys do check that out, there's a breakdown per slide of like sets, reps, the workout. So I think I kind of want to incorporate that into like a YouTube style. Obviously a little bit more longer, but I really want to aim towards kind of getting to the point, not really dragging along 40, 50-minute videos. So let's hit one more of these. Whew. And then just kind of move on. Oh. Whew. Whew. I'll break it, come back, kill another 2. Oh, we're good. Come on. For the train heroic, we're only doing 3 sets. I want to do 3 sets. Um, Again, Brian's been the man with the plan, and I've been loving it. So, again, shout out Brian. Whew. There have been some tweaks that I do make. I mean, Brian, you can see that. So, for example, this one was supposed to be Smith RDLs, which I haven't really even attempted to do a Smith RDL. I don't even know how. Like, I don't know. Let's go. Ooh, I was pretty low. That's a bad. Oh. Nah, dude. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, dude, but like, oh man, it may not look as if I'm going, like, I know some people who go like, you know, Ella, but all you need to do is just stretch enough to where you really feel whatever you call this, stretching. I keep going, and I really feel like something's gonna snap. So, ideally, right before you feel that, you can go back up and redo it again. Let's go ahead and do these front squats. This I'm excited for. Oh man, all right, Brian. I know. I'm sorry, dude. I know. When you tell me to do front squats, I do regular squats, and then vice versa. But I completely forgot that. Well, no, I remembered when we were doing squats that like positioning. You were telling me like it's kind of okay to be in a position that is a bit more comforting, right? I always was like, I thought that you have to be shoulder width apart, but like, no, you kind of explained to me that obviously everyone's structure is built different. So let's take this first spin. BRB. We're gonna take a quick break because I don't know if you guys I don't know, maybe I was too forward and I don't know. Whew. But there was a feeling in my right arm shoulder area that we had to take a second. All right, we'll take it again. So I think I just. Damn. Brian, I hate legs. I'm gonna try to be a little bit faster just because I completely spaced out. I forgot that I have a haircut appointment in like the next hour, but it's like 20 minutes away. So after this leg, I'm gonna have to just throw in maybe like quick like clips of my following ones, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. But whew, let's go. Just keep it moving. All right, we each gotta do 10 reps real quick. Damn. Cool. We'll do one quick one real quick. Another one. We gotta move on. I don't think I've ever been on a speed run, a lifting weight speed run. I don't know. Oh, fucking done. I think we have none of his background of the chest. We'll see in a minute. We'll do like 2 sets of some incline. I haven't, now that I'm thinking about it, my recent chest exercises haven't really consisted of any incline. Like there'll be some cable pulls, but none that are like incline dumbbell or incline chest press sort of thing. So, oh, that would have been bad. I picked up a 60 and a 55. There we go. All right, let's take this for a spin. Oh, 12 feels pretty good. We'll run this back, see what it looks like, and then go on from there. But I think we'll probably do like 2 more sets. I like how that angle. I like how that angle was. So I think for the next 2, we'll keep it at that. I think I did. I don't know. It was like a 10 or 12. Felt pretty damn good. Yeah, it's been quite some time, like I was saying, since I've done incline. So, and also don't worry. I know I'm speeding up the process in the gym, but we'll do like a little car talk. Oh. Okay. Let me catch my breath. Damn. Whew. I'm also starting to dread. Nah, we'll make it. We'll have plenty of time, I hope. Because I think after this chest workout, we have to do like, I think two back workouts, and we're done. So, all right, let's pick up this lightweight and get a move on. Ooh. That doesn't count. Oh no. That was a little scary. Ooh. Right. Let's figure out whether their back movement lies ahead of us. For back, we're gonna cut it a little short. I have not done any sort of like shrug movement, and well, quick, easy, doesn't take up a machine or nothing. So now, since it's been some time, I'm not sure how many we're gonna do, but we have 70s in the hand. Oh, 12. We'll move you at a different angle, or we'll probably zoom out a little bit more, but I wonder, and that's too close. Yeah, but, oh my God. Whew. 2 more sets. As much as I dread a side shot, I'm hoping it looks a little bit better than the front side. Well, I will say one thing. If it was empty, I probably would do it topless. I think topless would look pretty crazy, but you guys can't see really much anything, so it's all right. Let's just. I wonder, like. God, I don't know if you guys. I'm definitely not. No, I'm not about to get fucking naked in this bitch right now. There's so many people, but. I wonder. No. Let's go pick up in the car. All right, let's go. Haircut appointment on the way. I know the lift session was cut at. I don't want to say it was cut short. Why it should be like a regular time? You guys are gonna be like, dude, if anything, that's probably the average time of what a lift session should be. But no, keep in mind, guys, I know I'm very back and forth, but I also do see this kind of as like a therapy session, you know? I think I've mentioned that before, but for those who are ranters and who could just... I've definitely been accused of being a ranter. I think I'm going to use that, a ranter. But you guys know what that means. I'm a professional at that. Where am I at? Oh yeah, so, whew. All in all, there's no excuse, right? I'm sure I could have had some time to, you know, flick on the cam, but I've tried to, you know, hold my end of the bargain in the sense of, you know, trying to be, holding myself accountable, like I preach a lot. You know, again, Instagram, ealeyelifts on Instagram for all my people on YouTube. I do post on there for the lack of me not being on YouTube. Regardless, I'm always active nonetheless. Like I'm active every single day. More so than I've been on YouTube. Sorry. Whew. I've been very busy. your boy has been busy, just life. And I've been just trying to really, what's the word? Not only be like truthful with you guys, because again, keep in mind, I'm sure there is maybe a couple guys slash girls that are on here that maybe do watch my videos, and I don't want to say I'm a figure to look up to, but who knows? Maybe there may be one or two people that I don't know if depend is the right word, but they just enjoy. We'll say enjoy, right? The vids, and then the guidance, etc. Now this past week, life definitely hit me. I've been very, very, very busy. I know I'm repeating myself. I'm sounding like a broken record, but it's obviously positive. There are positive things within my life. Changes hopefully that are going to occur, and that when the time does come, I think I'm going to not leave you guys on a cliffhanger, but for those who have a brain, there'll be some sort of signals and signs. Well, you'll kind of see, but I don't like speaking on stuff because I think it's not that it's bad juju, but it's like, I don't know. Like if let's say for example, like I can't even try to think of something for like I don't know, just like jinxing stuff, right? We can say that. Like I don't want to this is gonna happen, and then I'm telling everybody, and then fucking they're like, what happened, bro? And you get what I'm on this anyway. So life has been happening for the better, and also I did, I've still been in the gym. I've still been moving on. Moving on. I've still been very much so active, physically, but I think that I needed to take some time, not only off YouTube, but just to step back for a second and just kind of reflect, right, and review. And it's I don't know. I feel like we'll just cut to the steak and potatoes, but not that there hasn't been any progress, but I just feel that I've been very boomerangy-ish, right? Not only with my content, but I feel like just with myself. And the whole goal, right? The whole goal of this was, yes, right? It was to, I feel like this is like a good thing, not really a good thing, but a good thing, because the whole purpose of, right, me documenting, for instance, I consider it being a document, documenting, but my whole gym progress is just, are you doing good? Are you doing as good as you can be? For those who are out there that you're potentially, setting examples for, it's not that you're kind of looking the same, but you're kind of looking the same, right? And I look for criticism. I know there's a word for this, but I want people in my comments to fucking, and I know there's probably gonna be dude, it's obvious, you don't need to, but I look forward to people that are just blunt and honest. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to, I'm not gonna, beat myself when I'm down. There's obviously gonna be instances where you're up, where you're down, where you're plateauing. Again, I'm seeing myself every single day, so maybe I'm tripping, or maybe it's dude, what are you talking about? You obviously do look a little different, or it's about time you wake up, bro. It's been fucking, 5-6 weeks, and it's dude, what the fuck? Anyway, so I gotta start taking shit seriously with my new ventures that I do. Hopefully, even if they don't, regardless, I'm not gonna say if I don't. If whatever happens, happens, and if it doesn't, I'm not gonna use that as an excuse to not take my health serious or my fitness serious. But I'm gonna pretend that what I have coming is already here. It's already in the palm of my hands, and I'm living it. And with that, I'm gonna absolutely need to just keep my word and fucking, if I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna be on a deficit for an X amount of time, I'm gonna lose calories, I'm gonna lose weight, this and that, etc. I am going to own up to it and be a man of my word, so to speak. And it's dude, if I can't even do that, not that it defeats the purpose of this, but it's It kind of does. But again, I know it kind of circles back to like this. It's kind of a documentary series for, myself, like a personal log. That again, I'm glad that I've been doing, because yeah, through the past week I went through videos and I'm just like, there's times where like I look thinner, I look slimmer, I might not feel as good. I recall those days, and then there's days where I'm like, damn, dude, I look pretty big. And there's some days where I'm like, oh, I look cool, and so it's very like boomerang-ish. Another new word. But this past week, I think I've been the most consistent. Again, I've been on and off with Brian. Brian has definitely been a great, what's the word? Damn it. Not a, damn, Brian, I can't think of the damn word. Like, he's been like a support system. There you go. He's been a very great support system in the sense of like, sometimes I'll go to him and I'll be like, damn, dude, like fucking, I feel like a water buffalo. I definitely feel bloated, or I feel heavy, right, or etc. And like, he'll explain to me, like, oh, dude, you're fine, don't worry, or oh, it's probably because of ABC, or like, dude, like, don't think like that, think about like how far you've came, and so, like, reassuring, right? He's been very reassuring, and so yeah, we've been going back and forth, but yeah, no. So last week, I think I've been very, very clean. in food, right? I'm talking about food. But I definitely feel that like I'm not as locked in as I could be. Now, could it be worse? Of course. I could, I could be on here and you guys could be like, damn, dude, you look like you gained 40. No. But it's like, let's lock in. So enough of the yapping, enough of the excuses, right? I'm not here to tell you that. I'm just here to tell you guys, look, man, we're gonna lock the fuck in, and excuse my language, but we're locking in. We're gonna be at I don't want to be on my phone right now. I got the camera and everything, but don't quote me on this, but this is a ballpark. Brian, I know you still see my videos, and I know you're gonna be happy seeing this one since it's been quite some time that I've uploaded. So we're sitting at, I think, what, man, 20, I think it's 2,700 calories, somewhere in that vicinity. Proteins were at like 170, 180. Carbs were at, I think, like just about the mid twos, low twos, something like that, 100 grams. Fats were pretty low too. I think, what are we at, like 50, 60, somewhere around there. But anyways, enough talking, right? It's about time we start, showing. And so, I have been feeling, oh God, I know tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and it's all gonna be, this is just all like, water, fat and stuff. But there has been, I've noticed some like more visible, like veins starting to become a bit more visible. I know it's been only a week. Like, relax, get off your high horse. But yeah, no, I'm pretty excited. I want to stay focused. I want to stay locked in. I want to stay determined. I preach that all the damn time, and it's like, now let's practice what you preach. You know what I'm saying? So, again, this isn't to go against the live a little, but it's like there's a difference between living a little and kind of going a little overboard. And so, your boy has just been a bit. I tend to be a bit of an insecure person. Again, it happens, right? It's always in. Like, no matter, I feel like even if let's say the day does come, right, where like I'm like, yo, bro, I got a little 4-pack or got a 2-pack showing up, a 2-pack, right, 4-pack, 6-pack, 2-pack, sounds weird, but abs nonetheless, or oh, do this and that. I see it, right? I see it, but there's a difference from like seeing it and then like feeling. I definitely feel that feeling overpowers like visual. I mean, some others might disagree. But I'm very much like, no matter how times I'm always checking myself out in the mirror, I look in the mirror, I walk past, like, yes, I know, like, I'm acknowledging the fact that, like, yeah, there is some sign of, there's obviously fucking change. But it's like, I always kind of still see the, the big Eli, right? Close your ears, guys, I'm going to drop an F-bomb, but the fat kid, right? The fat Eli. And so, that's a part of this whole journey, right? I feel like that's probably never going to go anywhere. But it's just a mental battle that you're also going to have to prepare for at times. And, no matter how consistent you are, and no matter how, yeah, how consistent you've been, how on track you've been, and just the mental game, I feel like definitely can at times be a bit overpowering and exhausting. So, yeah, this past week I just needed to be like, all right, man. Like, look, the problem is just cut it out. So obviously it's easier said than done, and I don't want to keep saying, oh, like I was once 300 pounds and this and that. It's like, all right, cool story, bro. Now you're this many pounds. Now let's keep going. Let's not just stop. So goals we're gonna be setting. We are sticking to this calorie deficit. We're not eating out. I want to lock in. I want to see some change. And the only way to see change is change itself. So, now, no, I don't want to. Again, I'm not being against like living, right? No, no, no. But at least just for my sake, I'm just going to inform and update you guys on, yeah, like where I'm headed in the sense of the fitness journey and stuff. And I think that I want to do a new challenge. And clearly it's been challenging, right? Because in the beginning I was very much like, dude, I think this will be cake, whatever. I've done it before, why not do it again? But it's like, no, this is going to be another step that we're going to have to, get over. So today was pretty cool. Quick session. You guys just seen a bit of a full body type of day. We had our chicken, we had our rice. Now that we're at the light, actually, let's go ahead and get some details. So, to be exact, sorry guys, let's put in a. All right, cool. So daily, we're looking at about 400 grams of chicken, 1,150 grams of rice. Oh, by the way, Brian, oh shit, one second, where's that? I will say, I did cut the grams of rice, and I think I texted you too, I cut like my creatine scoops from 2 to 1. I almost felt that instantly, by the way, guys, damn. But we're probably at about, I'd say maybe like 950 to maybe 1,000 grams of rice. We're definitely like in the lower spectrum of carbs. And protein, we're still at protein. And that's really about it. So we're keeping it very simple. We're obviously saucing things up, trying to stay as consistent as possible and stay locked in and just see how long of a period we're gonna stay in, like committed to this, and see what differences we start to see. So with that, I'm gonna want to become a bit more active. And again, I'm not here to just tell you guys right now. It's more so like if I was you guys, I'd be like, bro, Eli, we're done hearing hearing you talk the talk. It's time to walk the walk. So we're here. So this is our first video. Well, not first video, but it's been since like our recent post. I think this has probably been a pretty significant gap, but updating you guys on what's going on, what's to come, what we're looking forward to, what goals we're setting, and let's see where we're at. So I'm excited. Hope you guys are excited too. I hope you guys have been, holding up your guys' end of the bargain and staying, locked in, staying focused even when times get fucking rough. I think that's when it's bread and butter time, when it's, when it all counts, even if you don't feel like going, or for instance, like me, sometimes this past week I was like, super mopey, but it doesn't matter. I don't let my feelings really control my actions, and thankfully we've been on track. So about to get a fresh cut and go on a Tuesday, and we'll pick up there. So what are we doing for Tuesday? I think for Tuesdays and Thursdays, since I can't do cam in a gym, I'll do clips of my like I said, Instagram guys, give my page a little follow. Or I don't know if some weirdos don't like following, they just like stalking, then stalk my page, that's fine. But Tuesdays and Thursdays we'll do posts of my gym sessions, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday we'll do YouTube vids, and just keep documenting ourselves and holding ourselves accountable, because that's all we can do. So let's stay focused, stay locked in. By the way, yeah, your boy's a runner now. No, that was pretty interesting. Yeah, guys, if you guys have never or if it's been a minute since you guys ran outside, I think you guys should do it. Try it, enjoy it, and attempt to enjoy it. And it's definitely a new challenge for sure. And I was excited, and I'm borderline hooked on it because again, I didn't think my big self could jog. I would say jog 3 miles straight. Now, when I say straight, it was a 1.5 mile straight, consistent pace. Well, 5-minute break, whatever. Dead, like seriously, it was more like 4 3-minute break in the 1.5 mile back, dude. I think the half-mile back, I was like, I know you're lying right now, but I was like, no, let's go, fuck it, let's go. So there was faith right there in me, so I took it. So let's go ahead, get this cut, pick up tomorrow. Anything else? That's about it, man. So Instagram, drop me a follow, guys. Check me out, ealeyelifts. That's about it. Yeah, ealeyelifts. Be there, be square. Just kidding. Well, peace.